Room Show. I hope you enjoy the Great Big Living Room Show. And without further ado, we're off to the races. Let's everyone hit along, get along, all those things. See you in a minute. Can't cut this fucking mic off, can I? I'll figure out a way to cut this motherfucker off. Just cut the motherfucker. No, I can't do that. Ahoy! There's a problem already. As there would be.
So, that's a no on the vamp move. I'm gonna call this motherfucker because he was supposed to fucking showed up, and he just didn't fucking answer. Right at the time. It doesn't matter. He's not going to answer. It's like 2 fucking a.m. Failing. Ever upwards and outwards, as the hippies say. On the extremely off chance Wait, actually, before I do that, I'll do this. This might work, this might not. I don't fucking know. I don't know anything anymore. I'm proving to myself that I know absolutely dog shit. Day by day, moment by moment. It's dog shit all the way down. There is one last person, very off chance. Extremely off chance. Don't even know if I should do this. Fuck it, we'll do it live. Probably won't work, but no. Nope. Solid. No fucking body answered. Just gonna chug this beer and smoke a bong for a minute, and I'll just interview myself. So, Bizzle, what brought you to this place in which you are dressing up in a suit and LARPing as a talk show host? Well, Johnny, I will tell you. It all started when I was very young. I watched the Jay Leno show, and I didn't like him very much. However, I did like this one very talented young comedian called Conan O'Brien. I thought he was pretty nifty. Oh, really? You like Conan O'Brien? What did you like about Conan O'Brien that you did not like about? You said Jay Leno. Yeah. Yes, it was Jay Leno. Jay Leno just to me seemed like a giant cocksucker. He seemed very, he just seemed, he didn't seem that cool to me. It wasn't the chin. It wasn't the accent. It just seemed like he was a corporate shill douchebag, whereas Conan O'Brien really embraced the art of comedy and laughter itself, and he wasn't afraid to go out on a limb and be quite silly about anything and everything, and I just sort of admired that. Oh, I see. And that's why you're doing this now? Well, no, not exactly. You see, I've been trying to get something together for years upon years, but unfortunately I live in a little hole in the wall in America, as it were, where we did not have high-speed internet at all until approximately the year 2023. Wow, really? 2023? It was that long before you got high-speed internet? Well, yes, we had this particular thing. I'm not sure exactly what it was. Not a lot of people have heard of it. It was internet through radio waves. It was broadcast from a tower, which was the best thing we could get since dial-up. I think our residency acquired that technology around the year, must have been 2016. Well, so you had dial-up until 2016? Well, the time frame might be a little skew. There is that distinct possibility, but for all intents and purposes, yes, we had absolute jack shit, as it were, until that time frame. Now, I had acquired certain technologies. For instance, I bought this really badass gaming laptop, an Asus ROG. That stands for Republic of Gamers PC, and I did a lot of video editing with that. But my passion has always been streaming, which I was never really able to do, not in any any real capacity to be spoken of. Oh, I see. That sounds pretty terrible, Bizzle. So when you finally got high-speed internet, what was that like? Well, you see, they never ran cable internet out here, so we had to opt for what a lot of people are opting for these days is the Elon Musk special, as I like to call it. And it's really done a great job. However, by the time that we received this level of high-speed internet, it was just the technology that I had on my end, the Asus ROG laptop, it had become outdated and somewhat obsolete, and it was very hard to do anything with that at that point. Wow, so sounds like you were stuck between a wall and a hard place, huh? Yes, more or less. I mean, I could have moved to a different area. I could have gotten a better job, but I particularly I house this passion in myself for the arts, not being, I think, what they call these days. I did not want to be a goyim, as it were, which I'm still not sure what that word means, but I just didn't want to be one of those. I wanted to forge my own path with my own intellect and skill and intelligence. Unfortunately, there's more, you say? Yes. Well, anyway, I held down this job, and I managed to scrape up enough to buy a brand new PC, as it were. And this PC seems to have all of the streaming capabilities. My cousin actually helped me to build this PC, which it was not built. There was somebody else who helped me, but he can go suck several nuts in Argentina for all I give a fuck, because he blew me off. He just sort of he gave me the ingredients, and when the day came when I was finally saved up to do the thing, he just sort of he disappeared. And then he got mad at me because I got a PC, quote unquote, with his specifications, which was not entirely true. You know, he did give me some specifications that I would need, but he just fucking dicked off, and I said, fuck you then, I'll do it myself. And he got mad because I used his fucking list. Wow, he sounds like a real dickbag. Yes, well, quite, he was. I do not resent him. I only wish he saw the error of his ways. Yes, I'm sure you do. So, you've got the new connection. You've got the PC. You've got everything going in that capacity. So what's the next thing that was on your agenda? Well, you see, I've had this project in my head, like I said, for years and years and years and years. I actually started streaming on Justin TV back when the internet was through the radio waves, and it was very terrible. I think it was below 480p. And at that time, I was using an iMac, and through various applications, I could get the sound right. The video was always absolute balls, Johnny. I'll tell you. Yes. As it has to be when you need to nerf your everything just to be able to get anything out there. Yes, that's quite correct. I'm glad you feel my struggle, Johnny. So, I became sort of what some people would call a raging alcoholic. Throughout my 20s, I sort of gave up on everything. And I was never able to fulfill my original vision, which was to stream the process of making an album. Now, since that time, I've stockpiled approximately, I don't know, it must have been, it's approaching 70 songs, and in that time, I have, it's okay, brother, take your time. You can take your time. It's all good. Yes, thank you. It's very hard. It's very hard to, I played in a band, who also, endorsed the moniker of, fuck it all to death. And, we actually did quite well for fucking everything to death. We didn't practice. In fact, the first show we ever played together, we had never played together. He sent me some songs. I recorded some drums for them. I came to his house and he recorded guitar, and that was really the majority of the interaction we ever had before we were invited to play a local show. And to be honest with you, Johnny, like, for all that endeavor, we quite literally ripped the place apart. It was not bad at all. And we just kept on keeping on, sort of in the same manner, getting pissed drunk and making fun of horror punk. Oh, horror punk, you say? That's interesting. What is your favorite cryptid? As well, I like all manners of cryptids, you know. They're all pretty cool, but I think my favorite would have to be the vampire, you know? Because, I don't know, just ever since I was a child, they are cool. I feel that. They're also a little suave, too, aren't they? Yes, they're suave, and they're quite... Well, they're vampires, you know. They've lived for years, and they've acquired wealth, and they know the finer things in life, even though they cannot enjoy most of them. Right. Okay, so we're gonna have to wrap this up. We're approaching the 2-hour mark, and there is still one segment of the show left to do. But Bizzle, I'm glad you joined me. Thank you for joining me. You really saved this part of the show. I'm trying to think of one last question. Yes, Johnny, take your time. It's quite all right. I'm here all night. Right, I figured you would be. So what is your project, and what are the goals exactly? Just so everybody out there in America and wherever they're listening from, just so they'll have an idea of what's going on. As well, since the technology is finally lined up, I have been working since December, setting a particular streaming setup up. And in March, after tests and plugging and tweaking and programming and figuring the general streaming rig out, and also getting a song list together, I've begun work on a project, the Audio Chronicles, which was the original project that I wanted to do back when I was streaming on Justin TV. And never was quite able to bring it to fruition. This time seems a lot more hopeful. And it's basically a collection of we're not entirely sure. We're still working it out. But it is basically a collection of 7 sets, possibly 5 sets. Again, we're not sure. The original idea was 5 sets until everything got worked out just a little bit better. And now it's looking more to be 7 sets of 7 songs, with an 8th song tagged to the end to hit the octave, if you will. And yes, that's the project. Each project will be released as it is completed. I'm just now halfway through the demos of the first half. Wow, so it sounds like you've been doing a lot since March. Is there a slated release date for any of this? What's the progress looking like? Well, Johnny, to be honest, the progress is it's coming together both faster and slower than I thought it would. I am pretty excited to have basically the first 5 sets conceptualized, and the first 4 sets, I have their initial demos, which are extremely rough, but you see, Johnny, after tonight, we will begin episode number 22 of the Audio Chronicles. And with that new iteration comes, I'm going to be tracking electric guitars. I'm going to be tracking bass. And I'm probably going to regularly be doing a vocal set of said songs because I'm not going to lie with you. I'm not in the best shape, Johnny. And my vocals aren't either. So we will be doing a lot of practicing and a lot of tracking. Probably thousands of guitar tracks and at least millions of vocal tracks. And bass. Bass is very important. Bass, I do believe, is going to be the first thing we do. And then after that process is done, we are going to sort of sit back and we're going to really try to hammer together the songs in the particular order and the concepts in each individual set. We're going to try to hammer all of that out. And when we have accomplished that, no, it's okay, dude. Take your time. We still got 7 minutes. Oh, 7 minutes, you say? That's wild. I love that number. You know, it's interesting. I just saw a funeral for the number 0. Smashing Pumpkins adjacent. Smashing Pumpkins is damn near my favorite band, Johnny. I don't know if you knew that. But, yes, I'm sorry I lost my track of thought again. Anyway, we're going to be releasing them in sequence. It's not all going to come out at the same time. Once the first 7 are completed, which we will start honing in on the first 7. We will start honing in on that after this next phase is completed. So I would say it would be around episode 42, which I believe some cultures believe to be. That's right. They call it the meaning of life. That's pretty crazy, Bizzle. Yes, Johnny, I know. It's quite wild how life works out, how things tend to work out. And the universe has been more and more loud lately, you know, just screaming into my dome. And I think we're really on a good path here, Johnny. I think that this project is going to be amazing. I'm looking forward to seeing you, Johnny, do another episode of the Audio Chronicles. I'm sorry, the Great Big Living Room Show, as it were. GBLRS, represent. I'm really hoping that some of your other endeavors work out, and thank you very much, Bizzle. That's pretty kind. Bizzle, I just gotta say, you are possibly the best possible first guest that could be a guest, and I'm glad you took the long trip to make it out here. I know things were a little rough on the way out, but I'm excited to see what you got in the future. And yes, Johnny, thank you. I'm excited to see what you have in the future too. And I believe everything's going to work out for the best. Now, Johnny, I hear that you have a thing or two in your back pocket for the future. Yes, it's funny you ask. It is a little late tonight. It is. However, in the morning, if it's not raining, if it's not too nasty outside, I will be doing a garden test stream. in which, I'm basically working in the garden, planting some things, planting some other things, digging some stuff, things that people do in the garden. Yeah, I'm looking forward to that. It's actually a little bit late in the season for all that, but it's better than not doing anything at all. Yes, Johnny, I agree with you, and I think that's the secret at the end of the day is it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter how good you are at anything. It doesn't really matter what you do. It doesn't matter. None of this matters. The thing that matters at the end of the day, in my opinion, is that you're just out there doing it. And I'm glad to hear that. I'm glad to hear you haven't given up on your garden, and I'm glad to hear you're getting back out there. And if I'm around, I'll try to catch that stream and see what's going on with that. All right, Bizzle. Well, thank you. So that's been the first great big living room show guest, Bizzle, here with an interview about all the things he's got going on. It sounds really exciting. The Sevens Project, that's a pretty unique idea, He actually brought a copy of the whole idea, like, written down in a notebook. I skimmed over it. It seems like something you're going to want to watch out for. The fact that he is out here streaming the entire process is as brutal and rough as it may be. I think that might eventually be a landmark type of thing for future generations as well. But yep, that's going to wrap up this session. Thank you, Bizzle. Be careful on your way out. Now we move on to the final part of the broadcast. Time to release myself from these chains, as it were. You ever seen a show like this before? I tell you what, boys. Next part, a little bit of a surprise. It's a little bit of a return to an older idea, which I'm not gonna lie, me personally, I just like fucking doing it, But yeah, the next part, after a brief intermission, we're going to return to some of the basics, but we're going to do it in style. We're going to return to cooking tacos with Bizzle, which is a great little show, in my opinion. You ain't never seen a taco like a Bizzle taco. The Bizzle Atomic Taco 3.0. Boys, can't beat it with a stick, and if you tried, it'd catch on fire. Yes, when we return, we will do the classic Bizzle taco. Well, not the classic. Again, it's the Atomic Taco 3.0. The Bizzle Atomic Taco 3.0. And don't worry. came prepared. These are basketball shorts, my friend. I strip no more. And it will be glorious. And we shall feast. And then you'll know how to make a Bizzle Automaton for yourself. If you ever want one.